gets into his jumper, it's normally going in.
Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Johnson. And here's Risacher. Another three for Atlanta.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
He shoots it. And there's Towns on the assist from Brunson.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Outside Johnson. There's Young with the three. It's rebounded by New York. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl-Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He's a big factor. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
Now here's Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Towns has got 7.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Hart. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago, that one drops for him.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Outside Risacher. Johnson on the wing. He's covered by Hart. Here's Daniels. Off target from three-point range. Knicks leading by 4. From the wing, and it's New York scoring again.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
outside Rizachet. Back to Young from outside the arc. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Atlanta making some changes. Gay's checked in for Johnson. And it's Alexander Walker in for Rizachet. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Brunson. No points yet. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Hawks trail by 5. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Atlanta making some changes. Newell, he's checked in for Okongwu. Krejci comes in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for Young. Now here's Kennard. Atlanta again missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Towns finds Robinson. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
1:16 left to play in the first.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Leading by 5. 4-3. Outside Hart. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Hart's got 5. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Gay. Outside, Alexander Walker. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Clarkson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And New York has possession. 8-point game. Ball stolen. Back to Alexander Walker. Kennard for 3. And he can't get that one. And so it's New York, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Knicks?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Johnson is out there with Newell. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gay in at center. So that's the Hawks 5.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Unable to get the ball in bounds. And then they got called for a 5-second violation. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York.
OG Anunoby.
Pass to Gay. Again, Atlanta.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Knicks leading by 6. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans have dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, that's part of his role. With great size, they rely on him to help control the board. Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And the Knicks, another three.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Robinson for three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." B.A.?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Johnson with a bucket.
Yeah, he can hit that. Nice shot there from Johnson to drop in the triple.
And the Knicks, another three. Hawks trail by 11. Here's Young. 6 points for him. To the paint. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Young. Johnson's got 7 points.
Well, that's Trae Young's strength, working that pick and roll to perfection.
McBride with it, and it's Young picking him up. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Dyson Daniels comes in for Krejci. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. A good look from Young. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Ah, yes, 2 Chainz here in the ATL. Taking in some basketball.
Oh, my God, 2 Chainz. Now, you know he's from the area, and he loves his Hawks. And not surprised to see him courtside. You know, he's a season ticket holder.
Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. Left side, Young. Outside Risache. Three-pointer. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Hawks trail by 11. Outside Johnson. No good from outside. Anunoby with it. 5 points in the game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And Atlanta making a change here. Gay's checked in. New York also changing it up. Shamet, he's checked in for Robinson. And Brunson is subbed in for Bridges. Daniels outside. Down low. Here's Risache. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you gotta be excited about Risache's future in this league.
And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocks some things.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Daniels using that vision.
A minute 35 left in the first half. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. He buries it from 3.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
Here's Gay. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Knicks leading by 13. McBride passes to Shamet over Rizachet. Again, the Knicks. Good for two more.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, and he gets it to go.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. Atlanta shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
What's up?
And the technical free throw is good. Here's Young. He has 7. Fires from deep. Cash! Trae Young with a triple.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next three.
Hart from long range. Pure from three-point range. Hart's got 8.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We'll stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 4 slot. Hawks trail by 21. Now Young. 10 points for him. Johnson for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, got that one up quick. Towns has got 15 points.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Johnson with a bucket.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And it's good for 2. And 12 points for Josh Hart.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
Young from long range. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds in the game. From the high post. And it's New York scoring again.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Back to Young. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 13.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you guys.
A good partnership. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Anunoby for 3. Okongwu with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Bridges outside, fires the three. It's rebounded by Risache. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools showing his hops on that one.
And there's Towns on the assist from Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Timeout called, the Hawks. Atlanta making some changes. Gay's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Johnson. And it's Kennard in for Daniels. .152 left to play in the third quarter here. Kennard with it, hard covering. Pass to Gay. Back to Kennard, clock at 6, and stolen by Brunson. Bridges passes to Hart. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hart's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Young, the pass to Alexander Walker. Launches a 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Krejci's checked in for Young. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Yabusele, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Shamet comes in for Hart. Clarkson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. To the left wing, here's Krejci. Offensive board. The 3 is up. On target from range.
Well, that's a breakdown defensively. Can't afford to give him those kind of looks.
That'll be a 5-second call. McCourty's checked in for Yabusele.
5-second illegal violation. Atlanta ball. Next substitution, number 55, Ariel McCourty.
Outside, Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark. Here's Hukporti. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And the Hawks making a change here. Dante's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Dadier, he's checked in for Hukporti. The Hawks have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Here's Alexander Walker. Three-pointer, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Boy, this Hawks squad is struggling.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Count that bucket.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Newell, Luke Kennard out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Jalen Johnson, and it's Krejci in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. The Hawks shooting us. Solid 47%. Back to Alexander Walker. Lets it go from 14. That's short off the rim.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Shamet hits a three-pointer.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Inside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Kennard for 3. Drops in the 3.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivered.
Diawara can't hit. The Hawks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Newell from outside, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's McBride, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Yabusele's checked in. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to Shamet. Here's McBride. And the Knicks, another three.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And again, New York with the triple.
3 points.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense. They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Young missing again.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's Yabusele. And again, New York with the triple.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Here's McBride. And the Knicks, another three.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's McBride. Robinson for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
To the inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
And that one's good. Clarkson.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Young, the pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. There's Young with the three. Buries it from three. 18 points for Trae Young.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Here's Alexander Walker. Softly drops in the floater.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Robinson for three. The rebound by Atlanta.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Kennard, left side. And it's all from three-point range.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the basket by Shaman.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Man, showing some terrific range.
Nice pass. What a heady play by Clarkson.
And here's Young. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Yabusele right side. Count that one. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.